Hi, this is Danette from the Birdcage Furniture. Today I'm gonna spray paint this 5-drawer chest, and I'm gonna use vintage linen, petticoat pink, and apothecary from DIY. I'm gonna do vintage linen on the top, and then petticoat pink in the center, and apothecary on the bottom. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the same sprayer. And that's why I wanted to do this live, because you can do different finishes using a sprayer. Of course, it won't be the completed look. There will be some hand brushing and blending, later. But I wanna go in and I wanna get all my base colors in using the sprayer. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with my white, and then then I'll do my pink, and then I'll do my green, because I'm gonna use the same sprayer. And if I start with the green, it's gonna tinge up my white, and I don't wanna do that. But I'm okay if some of the other colors get blended in with the pink and the green. So I wiped this down. I didn't do anything to it. I didn't sand it. I didn't do anything. I want a really distressed look. So, and I'm gonna use the same hardware. So I didn't sand any of this off. You won't be able to see it once it's painted anyway. Hi. I'm not gonna really be able to see any comments because I'm blind as a bat and I have to be a distance away. So if I don't say anything, I apologize. And just so you know, today, if I can get 15 shares, I'm gonna give away one of the colors that I'm using in this video. Again, I'm gonna be using vintage linen, petticoat pink, and apothecary. So I've got my sprayer set up over here. My Harbor Freight, I don't know if you can see. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna load in some of my vintage linen. And because I'm not doing the whole dresser in one solid color, I only loaded about this much paint in here. I put the vintage linen in, set my sprayer up. Okay, so, and I did not thin this at all, just so you know. Now what I'm doing is I'm trying to get as much of the coverage of the white that I predominantly want, and at the same time using all the paint that I have in here. So when I go to add the pink in, I don't need to clean this out. I can just automatically dump my pink in and move on to my next color. One thing that if you don't know, that DIY reactivates when you wet it. So even though I'm not going to create my finished look by spraying my 3 colors, I can go back in and mist it, take my paintbrush and blend my colors through to the finish that I want. All right, I just ran out of white. Now I did a pretty thick coat of my white on here. I did all 3 sides and a very light coat on the top. I put about this much paint in here. So I did not use a lot of paint and I did not thin it at all. So now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna add my petticoat pink. So I added just a little bit more of the petticoat pink than I did of the vintage linen, just because it's going to cover a little bit more than the vintage linen did. So I just added my petticoat pink right in there. Make sure it's spraying okay. I did not thin the petticoat pink either. And what's going to happen is a little bit of the white's still going to be down in here. So it's still going to spray a little bit of white, and then the pink will come through. The pink's coming through now. I don't know if you can tell on the video. And it's doing a nice blend because what happened was I still had a little bit of white in. I added the pink. So there's a little bit of a natural transition from the white to the pink. If you're just jumping on, my name is Danette. I'm from the Birdcage Furniture, and I am using 3 different colors of DIY. That looks good. I'm just trying to clear out my pink right now. I have just a little bit left. So I just ran out my pink. So now I'm going to add my Apothecary. So again, what's going to happen is, and I don't know if you can see the bottom, let me move this down here so you can see. So again, what I'm going to do is, because I have a little bit of the pink left in here, I'm going to start in the center where I want my transition and let those 2 colors mesh like they would when you're blending them. quite enough of the apothecary in. So I'm going to add just a smudge more. Again, if I get enough shares, I'm going to give away one of these colors. Everybody that shares my video today will be entered to win a free 8-ounce DIY cake. Now I'm not going to add any green to the top of this because I don't want any green up there, but I want a little bit of pink. So hopefully you can see how there's not a lot I need to go back through. I do want to go back over my pink here a little bit. But for being a spraying, I think it did a pretty good job just naturally blending together. Back up here. I'm going to move this so I can see. Okay, so this is the sprayer that I'm using. You can pick it up at Harbor Freight for I think they're $14.99 or $15.99 regularly. But they run specials all the time. They're coupons. You can get them for $9.99, $7.99. Again, all I did was fill my paint up to about here for each color for this size of a piece. So depending on the size of piece that you're going to be spraying, of course, would be determined how much you want to put in. But you don't want to put in more than you're going to actually use because you can always go back and add a little bit if you need it. But the idea is to run it out so you can go in and add your next color and create that transition, paint that color, and move on to the next color. So I hope this was helpful for somebody. I love spraying because, as you can see, how much time did that just save me? I could probably knock out 3 or 4 more pieces today. If I was going to, I'm not, but if I was going to, I could. So I would really appreciate it if you could share this video. Again, if I can get 15 shares, anybody that shared the video, I will give away one of the colors that I used. And I used Apothecary, Vintage Linen, and Petticoat Pink. And this is the size that I'll send you. And I'll put it in the mail as soon as I announce the winner. So if you have any questions, please just leave them in the comments and I would be more than happy to answer any questions that you have. Thanks. Have a great day.